Well, a warm welcome to the Shay and an eagerly anticipated clash in the Betfred Championship as the Halifax Panthers lock horns with Toulouse Olympique. And Kevin Leroy from Halifax will join us for this one on OurLeague. Kevin, great to see you first of all. Welcome. A really tough weekend, a really tough result for you guys at Halifax against Bradford last week. How has this week been for you and what have you worked on in training?
Yeah, it's been a tough one to take. To be fair, we were going really prepared, but we lost that game. But we reflect a lot on that game, see where we haven't been good enough, and we worked really hard this week. We've got a few buddies coming into the team to add a bit more punch, and I'm pretty confident we for victory today at home.
It's always a fantastic place to come and watch rugby league, more so when it's full, but we will get there. And today, Toulouse Olympique are in town, arguably the strongest side in this Betfred Championship at the moment, and a club you know very well and very close to your heart.
Yeah, I'm born in Toulouse. I started my professional career in Toulouse, so it always be a place close to my heart. But I think more than anything, today will be the perfect game to bounce back from last week, because like you say, we played the big horde in the competition this year. They're coming in, a bit 3 injuries, but I strongly believe we can match up today, and we are home, so we have to put a big performance today.
Really looking forward to this one. Alongside Kevin, live on OurLeague from the Rugby Football League. Let's hear next from the two head coaches. Great to see you, great to be back here in the sunshine. How good is this?
Yeah, lovely, isn't it? So we can get a few more weeks, this would be nice.
How's the week been, first of all?
Yeah, good. Obviously, off the back of a loss, it's a slow start to the week. We had Tuesday's our review night, so yeah, we get over that pretty quick and move on to correcting some of the stuff we got wrong, which was in main our inability to stick to what we'd practiced. So yeah, that's the focus this week, and there's no tougher challenge in the comp favourites, so we're all good and ready for it.
You made a few changes. I watched one of your interviews during the week. You said you had to make a few tough calls, and that's on the players then to react to what you've done. Yeah,
we had some quality in the stands, and unfortunately, I suppose, for those that have missed out, they had off days. Not with the ball. I thought they did okay with the ball, but on the other side of it, where you need some energy about you, I didn't think they had it. So I brought some blokes in, some quality that were in the stand that they're going to give us that this week, and obviously they pay the price, lick the wounds, and come back next week.
And how telling will today be in terms of where you are at? How much are you going to find out about your team today, do you think?
I don't know. It's round 3. It's round 3. I expect a reaction. I expect us to be desperate. Toulouse play sideline to sideline. They throw a lot at you, so I expect us to have a good attitude and throw loads of energy into the game early, rather than trying to scrape it at the end. We'll be going hard early and hopefully put them into a contest that they haven't been in yet.
And a word just finally on the opposition. Toulouse, tipped by many as the team to beat. They're so dangerous. How do you go about stifling them?
Yeah, they were great in years gone by, and then they just added a handful more quality players from Super League. So in terms of going about it, I think if we try to play a one-out game against these, which is probably what we did for 60 minutes against Bradford, we're probably on the end of the same outcome. So we're going to challenge them. We're going to move the ball a bit, but it's important we earn the right first through our middle, and then we'll throw this ball around a bit. Not go do Toulouse on Toulouse, but we'll be throwing it around a little bit to challenge them.
Good luck today.
No worries, mate. Cheers.
Sylvain, great to see you. How has your week been?
Yeah, not too bad. We train. I mean, it's been 3 weeks between this game and last game. So we've been training pretty well and focusing on that game for a long time. So no, it's not too bad.
How challenging is it for you, especially, and your team right now?
Yeah, it is. It's hard to, as I say, it's been 3 weeks between the two games, so it's hard to get some momentum, and you try to get that into training, but it's not the same. It's but we need to deal with it. We know that, and we're just glad to be fair to be here and back playing some games. So again, we need to adapt.
You're a very watchable team. A lot of neutral fans love your style of rugby league. Will we see more expansive play in the sunshine here in Halifax today?
Yeah, we're hoping to. I mean, yeah, we've got a little bit like expansion game, but also, the main thing is we want to create a rugby and it's enjoyable to watch, but also win.
Yeah.
So that's my job. So He's good condition, I have to say. You know, in Halifax, maybe better than in Toulouse, to be fair, this morning. So no, we're hoping, you know, like the boys are ready to go, and we'll see what's Halifax gonna give us, and opportunity they're gonna give us, and see what's their defense are, and hopefully we can create some spectacular tries.
Yes, just a final word on Halifax, your opponents today. What do you think? What challenge will they present? They had a tough defeat last week after opening with a win.
Yeah, very tough one. You know, like it's. I thought that they're really good. You know, they've got they're going on the back of their defense. It's very, very aggressive, and some big line speed. There's some big bodies out there, some experience there. So you know, like we take it really seriously. You know, I know that it's going to be a very hard game. Toulouse, who's got a very good kicking games, and so we're on for a cracking game, I think.
Sylvain, merci, bonne chance.
Merci, à plus.
The thoughts of Sylvain Houle, the head coach of Toulouse Olympique, and prior to that, Simon Grix of the Halifax Panthers, who are locking horns today. We're really looking forward to this one on Our League, as the Halifax Panthers go toe-to-toe with probably the best team in the division in Toulouse Olympique. Here are the two sides today, selected by the two guys that you've just heard from. And Halifax, first of all, line up like this. In fact, that's the, I beg your pardon, that's the Toulouse side. So let me give you that first of all. Let's give you the away side first. Latrell Chamkel is the fullback. Ilya Bergal, Mathieu Joussam, Junior Vavaille and Ben Laguerre across the back. Then it's Jonathan Ford and Anthony Marion, the two halfbacks for Toulouse, with Maxime Pouek, Lloyd White and Clément Boyer up front. Andrew Dixon, Joe Bretherton and Romy Casti completing the 13. The bench, Eloi Policier, Mitch Garbett, who I know very well from his days at Leeds, along with Justin Sangari and Maxime Garcia. For the head coach, Sylvain Houle. So that the side, which you'll notice does not include Marc Corella today for Toulouse, but nonetheless brimming full of talent. The Halifax Panthers lineup, though, today shows a few changes, not least because Kevin Leroy is sitting alongside me rather than taking his place. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about why he's commentating in just a moment. But this is the side selected by Simon Grix to take on Toulouse today. James Woodburn-Hall is the fullback. Nick Rawsthorne, Greg Worthington, three tries short, I beg your pardon, of 100 career tries. You can go for a shy if you like. Zach McComb and James Saltonstall, with Liam Harris and Connor Robinson in the halves. Then it's Brandon Moore, it's Elliot Morris and Daniel Murray, Ed Barber, Paul Brearley and Ben Kavanagh on career appearance number 300. The bench, Sam Hewitt, Jacob Fairbank, Amir Burrow making his home debut, and Adam Tangata, his third debut for Halifax, having arrived from Wakefield. So no Scott Grix, who has a hamstring injury, no Matt Garside after his head injury assessment. He is missing out through concussion today, and no Connor Davis either, and no Kevin Leroy, who instead is alongside us. I asked why you weren't playing, and you said it was a coaching change. He's just rotated the squad, has he?
Yeah, I think we are really fortunate this year. We have, especially in the forward position, we had a lot of really good players. And so myself and Gavin for this weekend we're not playing, so that's give a chance to, for example, Ben Kavanagh, who's coming back from 15-month injury, to have a crack, but also Adzi and Bob Fairbank who come back into the team. So I think it's good. It's a challenge for me and Gadwin, and a challenge for the boys. I think this is how you get the best of the team, by putting a healthy competition inside the group. So hope the best for the boys, and be ready when I get another chance.
Yes, as disappointing as it is for you, it does show, doesn't it, the strength of squad you have, and it's the kind of strength in depth that you need after a defeat like you had against Bradford. If there's ever going to be the opportunity for a coach to make a change, it's after a game like that, I guess.
Yeah, and it showed to all the players, like it kept all of us on our toes really, and we can't just take our place for granted, and if you underperform or just been average one weekend, but there are body who are sat in the stand and are waiting for the shot. So this is the law of sport. It's how it is. I've been in the game for some time now, and no matter what happens, what's important is how you respond after that.
Yes, a lesson in life. It's not so much what happens, it's how you respond, and we anticipate a response from the Halifax Panthers today against Toulouse Olympique, a former side, Kevin, of yours, who many are tipping to be the team to beat this year.
Yeah, I think Toulouse this year have a big avenue to go on Super League on paper, but the championship competition is a really tough competition. You can't predict what's going to happen, but without of a doubt, Toulouse are a big team, and I think today we're going to see a great contest, especially they only played one game since the beginning of the season, so I spoke with a few of them. They're really hungry to get started and get on the top. So yeah, it will be a really good game.
As we watch Sylvain Houle and his Toulouse players make their way off the pitch into the corner. Of course, the two sides getting themselves readied in different areas. Such are these COVID times at the moment. The two respective squads doing their preparations in different areas. And your coach is actually going to be just watching. He's just made his way out, Kevin, Mr. Grix, and he's going to sit just a couple of rows in front of us. So you better not say anything that gets you in trouble today.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
He's literally walked up, Simon Grix, with his walkie-talkie and a notepad, and he's sitting 2 rows in front of Kevin Leroy in our commentary position at the back of the stands, and a lot of the board members and sponsors making their way out of the areas to the back of the stand as we watch on here as well. All very COVID safe, of course. I was impressed by the procedures in place on arrival at the Shay Stadium today, and it was all very well regimented inside the pitch, and it was just so good to see bright sunshine and the green of the grass. And I bet as a player you cannot wait to be playing here with these stands full of fans again shouting for your team, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think the fans have been really missing in the last 15 months. But yeah, the boys are. It's a bit strange to play in a empty stadium in terms of atmosphere. You have to find your own motivation. But to be fair, like, we were so excited to just get back playing rugby. It was a bit almost like being back playing in your junior years when it was hardly anyone around the pitch. But definitely now we're just looking forward to see back the fans and create a good atmosphere.
Yeah, it's great to be here. We feel privileged to be inside the stadium. Obviously, Kevin would be anyway as a player, but certainly as part of the OurLeague broadcast team, it's a real privilege to be in here and allowed to broadcast these games to you. And it's just a shame that the fans are watching this at home. So we hope to have you back in here as soon as possible. But we're really looking forward to this today. Halifax against Toulouse, the Panthers off the back of that Bulls defeat, but with that London victory fresh in the memory as well. And so frustrating it's been for Toulouse with the manner of travel restrictions and of course London's refusal, ultimately their decision not to go over and play their away game at Toulouse because of the way the rules are at the moment, that they had to go as a full-time club, and they decided to instead take the 24-0 punishment and defeat that came their way. And that's why it's been a break, really, a bit of a break for Toulouse and for Sylvain Houle ahead of this contest. When we were watching the players, Kevin, warming up, and you had a look at your old boys Toulouse, and I know you had a look at Mitch Garbett running into some of his teammates, and you said to me, he's a danger today, he could be a threat, the big forward off the bench.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing the starting pack, I would say, is when you come off the bench, he will be the big threat. It's a type of prop is really hard to handle. It's not the type of prop who's going to strain at you. It's quite unpredictable with a late forward before before the line. So and a lot of load in him. So that will be the big challenge for us, is be able to handle him, because Toulouse is a team who love to throw the ball around. So if you can stop the offload, I think it will be a good sign for us in terms of winning the game.
He loves an offload, does big Mitch Garber, a grand final winner with the Leeds Rhinos in 2017, and part of a huge pack built this year for Toulouse by their head coach Sylvain Houle, and all the danger in the halves as well, with Jonathan Ford and Anthony Marion. Here come the Halifax Panthers, led out by the skipper today, Brandon Moore, in those traditional colours, the blue and white hoops, the hooped socks and the white shorts, straight out of the main tunnel just beneath us. And how good to see the number 17 on the back of Ben Kavanagh on career appearance number 300 after that lengthy injury delay, as Kevin was alluding to. The referee today is Mr. Jack Smith. The officials are ready to go in their unmistakable neon pink with black shorts and black socks, and everyone just stares into the corner and says, where's our opposition? This is a little bit like playing football at the level I still play at on a Sunday morning, where one team turns up and you just got your fingers crossed that you're going to have someone to play. Are they going to get out of bed?
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. It's like back in the junior days, I had some games like that when the team finally drop out because they didn't have enough players.
It's like that. You're checking your phone, you're checking your WhatsApp. You haven't had a text, have you, to say they're not coming? Did anyone book a referee today? Here they come, eventually, out of the corner, down to our left-hand side, led out by Jonathan Ford. Blue and white themselves, Toulouse. Not quite a kick clash, though, because it's navy. Predominantly navy blue with a white trim. The navy shorts and navy socks. And I've been looking forward to this one all week. How big a response will we see from Halifax? And how big a statement of intent will we see from Toulouse Olympique? Prior to the match, as we will see at every fixture across all levels of the game this season, the 13-second tackle it window for the players to demonstrate in any way they see fit their support for the RFL's Tackle It initiative against all forms of discrimination, including racism. And then the temperature will be immediately ramped up. Halifax will play from left to right as we look on in bright West Yorkshire sunshine. It was a glorious drive across the hills as I made my way from the wrong side of the hills in Manchester, I would say, back to Yorkshire today. You're an adopted Yorkshireman now, aren't you, Kevin?
No, I try to keep my French accent, but I'm learning the Yorkshire accent. My partner is from Yorkshire, so she's teaching me at the minute.
Well, you can fine-tune my French, and I'll fine-tune your Yorkshire, and then we've got a deal.
Deal.
It'll be Toulouse to get us underway, and Halifax with the first feel of the football, playing from left to right in this bright sunshine at the Shay. They'll be looking just for a good full set of six and a strong kick with no early mistakes at all. But instead they're giving the ball a bit of air. I was just about to say it'll be one-up rugby league first of all, but no, they're looking to drive, and Toulouse fancy a bit of bash in the tackle. Andrew Dixon flexing his muscles early on. Oh, what a lovely floated pass from Kavanagh. And here come Halifax. How about this for a start over halfway? Lovely expansive play. Eventually Ed Barber will be halted. Round about 40 away, left of the post. Last tackle, but a good set from Halifax. It will come all the way back, and then boots a ball from Liam Harris. It's a high swirling kick and a tester for the fullback, but he takes it, and the tackle complete on 20. But a good first set from Halifax. Kevin Leroy.
Yeah, I think Ben Kavanagh really transformed a really average set into a really good set with finding a space on the left-hand side, and now hopefully a good first set in D for Halifax.
Yeah, very good point actually. I called it as a great start. It was a very average set until that drive. It was transformed by Kavanagh. Toulouse already up towards halfway with a couple to go. This is the last. It was a big hit on Clement Boyer, and Ford just goes off the toe, off the right toe, and a tester down this near side. He watched it well, did James Woodburn Hall. Getting his chance today too. And a positive start, this from Halifax.
Yeah, definitely. Now it's all about staying in arm wrestle as long as possible, because in those kind of games, most of the time the first one to crack put himself in a great start. So stay in arm wrestle as far as possible.
Murray, the big guy wearing 10 for Halifax. Best field position of the match so far. Good start from this guy, Kavanagh. Good quick hands too. Shifted through McComb to this near side. But no, forward pass. But the early signs that Halifax, Kevin, are looking to play Toulouse at their own game. They like to keep the ball moving quick, left and right, and your boys doing the same thing here.
Yeah, definitely. I think Toulouse is known to play an expand game, but we have the quality in terms of player to pretend to play those kind of game, and just a detail on the pass. But now we need to respond in the best way.
Well, the ball has come free, but it's gone backwards. Jack Smith happy with that. Tell you what, there are no fans in today, but there's still a good atmosphere with the members of staff and the board and the sponsors who have been allowed in.
Yeah, I think the sponsor playing the role of the fans today, but it's nice to see, obviously, they support the club, so it's good.
Yeah, good feel in this main stand. The match sponsor, by the way, Investing for Tomorrow. Today, I think a few of them are in enjoying this. Good start so far from Halifax, but they have a bit of defending to do. As here come Toulouse. It was Latrell Schumkel from dummy half, and now Lloyd White getting things moving over to the right-hand side. Danger for Halifax. It will be the last tackle, so Jonathan Ford hangs back at first receiver in front. Oh, it's an awful mess, and it's a knock-on at the play of the ball, and the first big mistake comes from Toulouse.
Yeah, and I think that's really good, especially after conceded an offload at the beginning of the chain. We managed to contain Toulouse, so now it's about completing the set and trying to get some yards to build some pressure in the other half.
Kevin Leroy, the Halifax Panthers forwards, with us live on OurLeague, and a piggyback up the pitch for Halifax because Toulouse are offside.
Yeah, and I think that's a great opportunity now to just go in the Toulouse half and try to build some pressure.
Yeah, a couple of big moments early going the way of the home side. And an opportunity with ball in hand for Halifax to mount some real pressure here. 2 balls on the pitch. So Mr. Smith just says pause, let's get the second ball off there. And here come Halifax again. With Morris running into the line, and then a quick scamper clear, and they come all the way back and float the ball over to this near side for Saltonstall. He's running out of room, he's going to have to do well to stay in play, and he does do well. Tried to get him into touch there. James Woodburn Hall was there to offer a bit of support, and a lovely flat pass. They're looking to punch a few holes earlier here at Halifax. Moore is the dummy half. Up to the left-hand side, and Robinson with the floated ball. Too much on the far side, and the ball into touch, and Toulouse survive.
Yeah, that's really shame, because that's the kind of mistake you want to avoid. It would have been perfect to just finish the set in the corner over there, and had a really good set in there. Now instead, Toulouse restart from 20 out and right in the middle of the pitch, so it's a bit harder.
Yes, another chance goes begging, and again the referee says, I'm not quite ready for you. 6 minutes in, nothing on the board. Kevin referred to the arm wrestle. That's what it's been so far, but the signs are that Halifax are looking to play, if you like, the Toulouse way, sweeping it left and right. Expansive rugby league, which bodes well for the neutral. This could be well worth a watch today. Changed his mind there, did Lloyd White, and then the ball comes free, and it's another turnover, and Halifax have the ball back. And it'll be Woodburn Hall to run it back. A little bit of an edgy start from the French side.
Yeah, I think overall is a really good start from Halifax. We stopped them from playing a bit frantic with a lot of stop and start, but now we are on the field, like I was saying earlier. Now it's not necessarily about scoring, but build some pressure, stay in there on the half.
Another quick switch of play, and Harris, I think, ran round the back of his teammate there. You just thought that he made a mistake, and the referee saw it. So errors from both sides early on, and that set didn't last long for Halifax. Toulouse have the ball back in hand. And Jonathan Ford just drills it into touch over the Toulouse dugout on this near side. And here come probably the favourites for the Betfred Championship this season. That was Junior Vavaille with the play of the ball. Oh, and another, I was going to say big break, but another real mess. And it's like the two teams haven't quite clicked into gear yet.
Yeah, it's a bit like, say, a bit frantic start with a lot of stop and start. Even Toulouse, surprisingly, they seem like they can't find each other, do quite silly mistake. But
was it Lloyd White who was standing in the way there, I think?
Yeah, there was an obstruction. Yeah, but Toulouse only had one game so far and lots of training, but playing a game is a lot different, so they have to adapt really quick.
Yes, the victory for Toulouse at York, and then the walkover win because London didn't make the trip to the south of France, so just the one game. And
so there was a one-on-one, one about the new rule that come in this year.
We're seeing a lot of those this season.
Yeah. So Daniel Murray was in the circle. There were two players on, but one pull out, and Jonathan Ford is still one-on-one. So now Toulouse are about to build some pressure in our half.
Yeah, it's a big chance this for Toulouse. Penalty on halfway, just slammed into touch by Anthony Marion. Over onto the far side. And Mathieu Joussin waits to tap the ball. Two balls on the pitch again. And the first real opportunity for Toulouse to set something up. First try from Clément Boyer. Rumi Casti waiting and just straightens up, and such an elusive runner, such power in those legs. Playing loose forward today, Casti. 6 to go, says the referee. So real danger for Halifax as Ford just pops the ball up to Andrew Dixon. Down this near side, you can hear the Halifax players yelling at each other to organise the line. White pops it through, and the first score of the game for Junior Vavaille.
Yeah, and all come from Remy Castille, really disturbed the defence on a ball, and after it's too hard to handle close to the line. Junior Vavaille on a one-on-one it's a try.
Yeah, they're just stacked up really, a full set of 6 from here, and you could see Lloyd White almost pointing where he wanted his teammate to run.
Yeah, and I say, all he comes from this first tackle win, play really quick the ball. So after our defense were really disturbed, and at the end of it, you end up being on a 1-1, and against the staff of player close to the line, it's too hard to handle.
So Halifax started well, but the first points of the afternoon on OurLeague go to Toulouse Olympique. Try from Junior Vavaille, and the conversion to come from Anthony Marion. Just midway between touchline and posts. And he strikes the ball flat. He strikes across the ball, doesn't he? almost like David Beckham style. He strikes across the ball, and it's 6-0 for Toulouse.
Yeah, now it will be really important for us to kick down the field and really have a good set in D. Ideally, keep them inside the 40 to really start building some pressure and have some occupation in their own half.
Halifax 0, Toulouse 6 on OurLeague as Woodburn Hall gets us back underway with a big restart. Oh, and a penalty given away. Well, Kevin said the response was going to be key, and a penalty off the first tackle.
Yeah, that's a shoulder charge from Ed Barber. That's the thing you don't want to see, especially after conceded a try. So now we're going to be under some pressure from Toulouse. So let's put this head right and not concede any more points.
Yeah, it feels strange to say it so early in the game, but this feels like a key point for Halifax, just to keep their heads, having fallen behind and conceded an immediate penalty. They don't want to let their good start unravel here.
Yeah, because for this kind of team like Toulouse, they started, they didn't click with each other, but if you let them the opportunity to click with each other and get some confidence, it's going to be a hard game.
They can score points very quickly. One-handed pickup from Lloyd White. Feinted to the left and then darted back to the right-hand side. Here he is again, right in front of those posts. Marion with the flat pass, and they're going to run in another score from Bretherton on the far side. And it's back-to-back tries for Toulouse, who lead 10-0.
Yeah, exactly. So we conceded soon after the kick-off a penalty, which allowed Toulouse to have another penalty and play in our own half, and again, like they go really quick, play the ball from the first tackle, and after that's what this create lots of damage in the defense, and they really played the number, and a really good line from Beverton.
It was a great line, wasn't it? He's turned into a really good player, hasn't he, since moving to Toulouse?
Yeah, definitely. I remember him when he started Wigan, but definitely going into Toulouse and again put a lot of game under his belt, have built his confidence, and now I would say is one of the best forward in the Championship.
Yeah, high praise indeed for Joe Bretherton, who runs in another score. 2 tries back to back, 10-0 with this to come from the right boot of Anthony Marion. Similar position to his previous kick, albeit on the other side of the field. And again, that strike through the ball almost brings it back on itself. No mistake, 2 from 2, and Halifax 0, Toulouse 12. It's a dangerous early sign for the home side.
Yeah, now it's don't worry about the scoreboard yet. It's still early in the game, but now it's about, like I said earlier, it's about having a good kick-off now and have a good set in D, get back the possession and build some pressure.
Spiralling restart right into the same channel from Woodburn Hall. And it was from this position that Toulouse went all the way down and scored that try through Bretherton, albeit helped by that penalty. Ford and Dixon combining, and well, they were keen to get the ball away. Vavai wanted that. 6 to go. Ford gives it to Schumkel. No Mark Carella today for Toulouse, but a similar scoreline, 12-0. Ford, Vavai the try scorer, dances infield. They eat up the ground so quickly. Ford again with the inside ball. The fullback was just tapped, so White gives it back to Ford. They straighten up to Rumi Casti. He just bounces out of tackles, this guy. Bounces out of a couple more. Goes to ground right in front of the post. Was that another 6 to go? White will only need one. He's going on his own here, the hooker. And he may have just scored another one. 3 unanswered tries. And he burrows over from dummy half, and a purple patch from Toulouse and an early headache for Halifax.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's really frustrating because we know against this type of team, any mistake, you pay cash, and again we gave them a penalty, so they had a 6 again. Then I thought we defended pretty well for the 8 tackle they had, but on the last tackle again you go 6 again, and it's becoming too hard to defend.
Yeah, this is how Toulouse score points quickly. Vavai, Bretherton and White, 3 in a row. And it's what can take the game away from you very quickly indeed.
Yeah, definitely. Against this team, you have to go into an arm wrestle, and you have to be really disciplined. They're already a really talented team, so if you give them munition to score points, is becoming too easy for them. So really now it's all about really coming back in this arm wrestle, because since we've lost the first arm wrestle, we haven't got the ball back yet. So that's the main thing now, is getting back into it.
Third successful goal from the boot of Marion, and just like that it's 18-0 to Toulouse. A point a minute so far. And he's getting a bit bored of the restarts. Oh, has he gone all the way straight to touch? No, he just found the angle.
We've been lucky because he could have played with the ruler, Elias Bengal, and put the foot over the line. Yeah, the foot over the line, and would have been a penalty against us. So we've been lucky on this one.
Yes, he didn't quite have the foresight or the feet set to do that. He could have caught it with the foot in touch, and that would have gone Toulouse's way. So an escape from Woodburn Hall, but more defending for Halifax to do. First couple of sets of the match were good, but all the pressure since has come from Toulouse, who already sense they want to score another one. It's a very slow play of the ball with a man in the ruck. Ford, though, finds a gap. He's got options back inside him. It's so easy. So easy. White gets his second. The 1-2 with Jonathan Ford, and Toulouse are running riot here.
Again, a big, massive work from Remy Castillo, who is really the man in the middle who gets Toulouse forward, and at the minute we can't handle him. So or he's getting offload or a quick play the ball, and after that they're really good. That's what they want. That's what they're all about, is keep the ball alive and passing to each other. So. Yeah, we have to contain Remy Casti, because he's creating loads of damage.
Yeah, Casti and White and Ford ripping Halifax to pieces there. It's going to be 24-0 after just 20 minutes play in the sunshine at the Shay.
Yeah, and unfortunately we haven't got the ball since the first try, so automatically if you don't have the ball in hand, you can't pretend to win, but we need to get this ball back. So for that we need to have a strong set of five tackle without getting any 6 again or penalty.
Kevin Leroy, the Halifax forward, born in Toulouse, former Toulouse man, alongside me for coverage on OurLeague this afternoon. He would dearly love to be back out and playing for Halifax, who are up against it here with this kick to come. It's going to be 4 from 4 from the boot of Anthony Marion. No mistake at all, you wouldn't expect it from there. And just like that, Halifax 0, Toulouse 24. How do they stem this flow of points? Because as you say, they haven't touched the ball since conceding the first one. Yeah,
they just stole the ball to us, and they use the ball very well. They play on the strength, which is created offload, and after they're really good at playing on the back of that. So now I've just seen Adam Tangata go on the pitch, so I'm hoping he'll add some punch and some aggressivity indeed, because that's what we need. Well,
all they need here really Halifax is just to complete a set without conceding more points.
Yeah, exactly. We need a big set in D and get the ball back.
What does this do to your confidence when you're so pumped up as Halifax were and they started so well? Just to have a barrage of points against you like this, it must really sap all your belief.
Yeah, but now obviously it's still early door. In rugby we've seen that a lot. So a few times when teams like pull out the point and you have an opportunity to come back, but to allow that, we need to get the possession back of the ball and build some pressure. So it might be our opportunity now.
Well, it's a penalty. No, it's
sorry, my bad.
It was Ford looked like he was knocking on. He juggled it, kept the ball, threw it, then he went to ground, and then the referee Jack Smith went back for the offence, and now he's warning Halifax. We can see your friends, the sponsors in this main stand, are not happy with that because they've been very, very vocal.
Yeah.
It's amplified by the fact there's no one in here. We can really hear the people who are.
Yeah, unfortunately, not being able to be on the pitch, that's all we have. Mourning and imagining what we could have done. But no, I believe the boys will turn that around.
But more defending for Halifax to do. Ford just pops it up, and the quick ball movement again. It's Rumi Casti bouncing off a couple. He's having such a good game.
Yes, a great start. Is the man who already put them forward. Is creating a lot of damage in our defence.
Last tackle, and Dixon's going to barge his way over. He just wrestled free, and Andrew Dixon has scored try number 5, and Toulouse are running hot. On the last tackle, looked like the danger had probably gone, and he just wrestled the ball free.
Yeah, I'm getting repetitive, but again, we just let them have the ball and give penalty away, and there's no secrets in rugby. If you don't have the ball, you can't create any damage into the other defense. So now we have to regroup and really sort it out and have, again, like I said earlier, a big set in D.
They're still running hotter than a point a minute here, the French side. Only their second match of the Betfred Championship season after London forfeited their game in the south of France. That opening win at York, and now this today. You could sense they missed playing rugby league.
Yeah, definitely. But to be fair, we give them the munition to score points because we all the penalty we conceded and the little fault. So I'm not surprised about what they can produce. But yeah, I can imagine as a player
he's missed one.
You want to play. So they show that today. They're really in for a game.
Well, he's finally missed one off the upright. Here's another look, Kevin, at the try, and it was just straight from the play of the ball, one pass try. So 28-0 inside of 25 minutes for Sylvain Houle and Toulouse. And Connor Robinson this time to restart.
So yeah, this time a kick on the right hand side, probably to give a rest to the left side, who have done a lot of defending. So now hopefully the right side will match up and step up in D.
Make no mistake, Toulouse fancy this. Here they come again, down this near touchline.
They're going to be in touch. Drag him in touch.
That's great defence.
That's outstanding. That's exactly what you need, something positive. Now all the boys coming to congratulate Woodburn on and Zach Macomb. I think that's exactly what we needed. So now we need to give a good response. We're going to start with the ball back in position on the middle of the pitch. So now it's a must complete set. No looking to score, is to look to build some pressure, play in their own half.
It was Vavai to Ben Lagaré, and great defending Halifax, and that's the spark that they needed just to stem the flow here. Long road back, but it's got to start somewhere. Here they come, Robinson through the middle. And that's Sam Hewitt on the field.
That's really good meters for him. If I would say some weakness in Toulouse, he's playing around. John Ford is an outstanding player in attack, but the defence is no.
It's a penalty. Sorry, Kevin. The ball had come free off the drive from Jacob Fairbank, and it's penalty Halifax.
No, perfect. That's exactly what we need now. We steal the ball from us, make them do some mistake, and now is a perfect opportunity in their own 20 to maybe get an opportunity to score.
Yes, best chance for points so far for the Halifax Panthers. Right in front of the sticks. Little shimmy to the right-hand side. Kavanagh off the flat ball from Connor Robinson. They're going to continue and punch away with a grubber kick through, and the pickup, has he got it down? It was just beyond Zach McComb.
Such a shame, but really positive set. We got in like an opportunity to score, but now obviously is a kickstart, so big D indeed, but we have two consecutive good response.
It was an early kick in the count. It almost caught Toulouse cold, but it just dribbled away from the centre, McComb.
Yeah, we can't afford that. Let Toulouse play the ball standing up. This is how they can generate some speed and create like the jump line.
Mitch Garbutt is on. I can see the big fella for Toulouse. Just hanging back, yelling for the ball. He wants a drive here. There's the former Leeds man. Here he goes, Big Mitch. And that's what he does. Runs into traffic, hand off, offload, and it sets up a second spell of possession.
Good retreat, good tackle back now. Give a slow play the ball, so now our defence is back in position.
Bretherton. Last tackle Toulouse. White is the dummy half. Marion goes high. That's angled off the outside of his boot. Oh, has it been knocked down? It's play on, I think. Halifax have got away with that.
Yeah, so that's really positive.
Oh, he needs to stay in the field of play, though. Does just.
Really positive D set. So now we get the position back, and again, like that's what we want. Put them into a place where they're going to start making mistakes, and now a good opportunity to go in their own half.
Yes, the tide turning somewhat. Not if you look at the scoreboard, it's a heavy lead for Toulouse, but the last 5 minutes or so, Halifax are wrestling themselves back into this.
Yeah, because it's simple. We got the ball back. Oh, and now we lost here again. But when you get the possession back,
oh, penalty.
I think that's a bit harsh, because you can say Lord White tried to offload the ball and he loses it. So I think that's quite a harsh call.
Well, Toulouse turned it over. He was trying to offload. He was trying to offload backwards. Yes, there was more than one in the tackle, but it was an attempted offload. That's why the ball came free.
Yeah. So that's your own risk if you can't offload properly and lose the ball.
Yeah, tough call that on Halifax. And more pressure on their lean. Ford, Garbutt.
So now we have Eloi PDC come on the pitch, and that will be a big threat. He's a lot different than Lloyd White.
There he was, the 14 Eloi Pellissier.
He's really unpredictable in what he's doing. He's going to add more pace into the Toulouse side.
Lagaré, Ford and Garbutt with a little dancing step. Pellissier waits in front of the post, gives it to Ford, steps out of one tackle, and then another. He's looking for the offload, thinks better of it.
That's great from Jacob Fairbank coming from inside, like make himself known to the halfback.
Vavai towards the line, powering over on his own. Is it a second of the afternoon? It is for Junior Vavai. And it's another 4 pointer. It's 32-0 for Toulouse.
Yeah, that's such a shame, because we managed to get the ball back. We managed to put them into a place when they started to make some mistake and get some possessions. But again, it came. We started back doing a mistake, and compared to us, every time they come in on or half, they score.
2 tries for Junior Vavai, who just took the short pass and backed himself to power over And already 2 Toulouse players are on a hat-trick, White and Vavai. Bretherton and Dixon also on the board so far this afternoon. Very tough afternoon so far for Halifax. Still a point a minute.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. I've seen Justin Sangaré just come on the pitch. Another young project from Toulouse Academy. Feels strange, I'll be honest, to see him on the pitch because I used to coach him when he was a kid.
Wow.
So it makes me feel a bit old now, to be fair. But I'm really glad because I'm from Toulouse, so you want to see more Toulouse project coming in.
And he struck the post again, and this time it bounces his way in off the post. 5 from 6 from the boot of Marion, and it's 34-0 as we have another look at this second Vavai try.
Yeah, again, Vavai really close to the line, like 5 meter to the line is really hard to handle.
So another restart from Halifax. He's gone very, very long forwards, calling it, and here is Sangaré, the young lad that Kevin Leroy used to coach, now out there causing problems against his Halifax team. And look at this from Toulouse.
Yeah, they have like a good tackle. We didn't manage to get a slow play the ball, and now they are on the front foot. And
whoa, Kavanagh! That looked dangerous. He went with a swinging left arm. He just about missed, but there was contact. The referee didn't like that. He's going to have a word here, Jack Smith.
That's a shame because I think that's what we have been missing since the beginning of the game. A bit aggressivity in defense. Try to earn them, but in a good way, if I can say. And
let's have another look at this. It was Casti and oof.
So yeah, he went for the big threat. Casti is creating lots of damage, so he tried to make an impact, try to wake up the team. So I think we need now to get a bit more into that, but in the good way.
I'm not being funny, but if I was going to go for a big shot, I wouldn't select Remy Casti to do it on, because he'd be after me for the rest of the match.
Yeah, but obviously he's the big man from the beginning of the game. So
make a point.
Yeah, if you can be physical on him, you send a message to across, and now that.
Garbutt's drive. Pelissier waits. Can he go on his own? No way through.
Come on, drag him in there. Drag him in. That's such a shame. If you can drag him in your own line, they get to restart on 10 minutes out and give you a bit breath. Really good tackle from Jacob Fairbank.
Yeah, swiftly out of the line to stifle Junior Vavai. Pelissier, it's the last tackle. Garbutt, offload to Sangaré, changes direction. Does he know it's the last tackle? I'm not sure he does. And that will be the turnover.
Yeah, let's be positive. That's good. We managed to get into the end of the set. So now hopefully the forward have been a lot of tackling. So it will be good to have the outside back to come and win some yard for us.
Well, that will do the defensive confidence the world of good for Halifax to keep Toulouse out on their line like that.
Yeah, now there's Amir Bourou who just come on the pitch, a young one from Wigan. I'm really excited to see him play. He's been outstanding last week against Bradford around the wreck, so he's going to add some speed. He can be really aggressive indeed as well. So it will be good to see him try to lift the mood of the team.
Yes, an injection perhaps from Amir Bourou. Sangaré with a big hit. Last tackle, Halifax still in their own half. Kick is a high hanging one. Big claim, great chase.
Come on, good. That's a decent finish. So now let's have a good set in the like line speed. That's really good from Adam Tangata.
Sam Hewitt with the
nice. So they only made 5 meter on the second tackle. So let's keep it that way.
5 to go until half time. A dominant first 40 from the French side.
Yeah, you can tell a bit more like Amir Bourou. That's why he gave a bit more like intent in the, and have been quite aggressive, and the other people is following. So that's not a bad set. On the last tackle finish on a 50 meter, knowing what trouble we had since the beginning of the game.
Ford with the big one. confident take from Woodburn Hall.
So yeah, now we need to build on the back of that. So that is a must complete set. There's 4 minutes to go. We cannot afford to concede any more points.
No, the team talk is already going to be difficult. Let's play on, says the referee.
Now James coming around the ruck. They'll be slow to lose to their big bodies, so they'll be slow to get back into the line. And same again about Woodburn Hall doing that. And now that's exactly what you want.
Oh, it's going to be a card here. Yellow card for your man Sangare, carton jaune.
Yeah, so that's exactly what you want. So now, if we could score before halftime for the mood, it will be really good. But I think Southerstone and Woodburn Hall have played around the wreck where I think there's a big chance for us to make some yards.
So Sangare into the bin.
So now I want to say is a must-score set. It's still 3.5 minutes to go. We need to score some points.
Yeah, it'd be great for Halifax to get something before the break, knowing they're going to have 6 or 7 minutes at the start of the second half with a man extra. Here they come. Haven't really threatened the line so far.
No, we haven't been in a position to do it, but now.
Well, you need the ball for a start.
And now is the time. Now we are nearly inside the 10.
Here they go. That was a big drive down the middle.
So there's a big 4 on the right-hand side. Not 5 now, but we should take it. Yeah, they're taking it.
Oh, and a lovely floating pass. That's brilliant from Halifax. He slipped over the line.
Yeah, that's really good. So they really exploited this. Like, they create some damage in the middle. And like I said, they're big bodies and they take a long time to get back in place. So the Toulouse defender have to stay tight, which creates some space on the side. And I think that was a brilliant vision, brilliant ball from Liam Harris. So that's exactly what we needed to score before halftime. So now 2.5 minutes to go. Why not having under the trap before halftime? That would be great.
Well, James Saltonstall scored it. I think he was checking his run to try and cut inside the defender to give the easier kick, and then he slipped and then just realised, actually, I better just score this.
Yeah, so that good for him, he scored, because otherwise I would have a word with him. So
he was definitely trying to cut back inside and narrow the angle, and he slipped.
Yeah, that was
and he ended up falling over the line.
Yeah, that was a good thinking, but the most important point, he got the try. That's what we needed.
Exactly what Halifax needed. It's as tough as they come for Connor Robinson on this near touch line to strike the left boot. It's just fading, so it's going to be a 4 rather than a 6, but Halifax are at least on the board, trailing 34-4 towards the end of the first half. Kevin Leroy.
Yeah, let's be positive. We had a really tough start of the game, give him a lot of ball. Now we go back some possession. We create, so we ask a lot of questions to the Toulouse defense and score the try. So now it's about keeping this momentum and build some pressure.
So final throws. Well, actually, the in-stadium clock. A reminder on OurLeague during these COVID times, we just run a rolling clock without access to the game clock. But being in the stadium as I am, I can tell you there's 90 seconds to go on the in-stadium clock on the far side here at the Shay. So we've got 1:15 or so left here. So enough for this set from Halifax. Our friends in this main stand trying to convince the referee to give Halifax a piggyback up the pitch. That's a big hit from Vavai. Illegal penalty, and it's all getting a bit tetchy down there.
Now, so he really have make himself known since he came on the pitch. Amir Bourreau put loads of energy, and every time he's touching the ball, he's creating danger, and even indeed, he's showing the boys some intent. So now, yeah, as we're back in the arm wrestle, we gain the ball back, we asking questions, and we put them into a position where they doubt a bit. So it will be good now. We're playing in their own half to score before half time.
So 40 seconds. They'll get about 4 tackles in probably here, 3 or 4.
Yeah, but so now it's about like getting to the point, and then we will have a big play to put on.
Oh, that's a great short pass and a powerful drive. Can Halifax find another just before the half-time hooter, which is 18 seconds away? Just attacking right to the post. They've probably got time for one more here. Or will they go for the play now?
That's the play we need.
This is the play. They're going to kick.
Good
Looking
vision.
for the winger again. Saltonstall, he's hanging
Outstanding.
on.
Come on.
Can he get a ball?
Yes.
Yes, he can! Brilliant finish to the half from Halifax. 2 back-to-back tries on the hooter from James Saltonstall. Might just have kept Halifax in the hunt.
Yeah, and again, I think full credit to Liam Harris. Absolutely good vision. He spotted. They were the Toulouse winger were helping the line, and they were space behind the defense. Is a great kick and it's a great finish. That's exactly what we needed. We're doing to Toulouse what they've been doing for the majority of the first half. So now 2 tries in about 4 minutes before halftime. So now I think the confidence has changed a bit, but now it will be how we're going to start the second half.
Well, they played that final set absolutely perfectly to time with 40 seconds to go. Drive at the post, and then the kick with the clock running down to score on the hooter. That was perfectly done.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we needed, getting to the point.
Robinson with the kick. Sorry, Kevin, has nailed it as well.
Perfect.
What a brilliant kick. Just as he was lining up, I thought, that looks a beauty. And what a transformation from 34-0 to 34-10. This game is not done yet.
No, definitely not done. I think we had a really good response since Adam Tangata, for example, Amir Brew came into the pitch. They bring lots of positivity, lots of energy. So now good to refresh a bit, because Toulouse have put lots of pressure on us, and now we go to start really strong the second half.
Well, here we look at the highlights from the first half, and it was it was a blitz, wasn't it, from Toulouse?
Yeah. It's just like, to be fair, like I want to say that they play a lot on our mistake. We concede a lot of penalties, and we should allow them to generate some speed, to put some pressure on us, and with players of the like Remy Casti, it's almost too easy for them. But again, like the people who came off the bench really added lots of energy and allow us to get back some possession, and we have demonstrated that we can be really dangerous with the ball as well.
That was the second try. That lovely line from Bretherton, and then Lloyd White just had a little bit of a jog, went for a run and said, I'll just find a way through myself. And this was when Toulouse were really running hot and the points were flowing so quickly.
Yeah, and if you notice, most of the try we just see now in the highlights, they are inside our 10. So it's the part of the field you don't want to be under pressure on your own try line. So yeah, now the second half it will be about cutting the mistake, cutting the silly error, and keep the possession.
That was a very easy try, a break from Ford off Casti, and then White in for his second.
Yeah, there's no secret. Being a middle, I feel for our middle, because when you are under the pump like this, don't have the possession, is getting really hard to defend set after set. You get tired and you get a discharge line with loads of hole, and Toulouse have exploited that very well.
That was Dixon just wrestling the ball free. But then there were signs that Halifax were going to fight for this. This was a big moment.
Yeah, I think that was a big game changer in the second half. That's what, when you're in those kind of game when nothing goes for you, you need one positive things, and that was one of these positive things. You want to get the ball back, get some confidence, reset, and again now we had an opportunity to
so
score.
Close, that one.
Yeah, really close. But that's why you want something positive to try to balance all the negative we had.
But then, almost against the run of play, Toulouse scored their sixth try, and that was the second from Vai.
Yeah, and that as well came after, if my memory is good, after giving a penalty, and yeah, it's no secret. They are a strong team. So if you allow them to come as often as we did in Lyon, inside the 20 or the 10, you're going to concede tries.
But then a great finish to the half from your team.
Yeah, definitely. I think since the yellow card as well, it really helped us a lot. But that's what it's for. You need to use that. And we have been able to ask a lot of questions to the Toulouse defense and put them under pressure. And again, we did the same play inside the 20, inside the 10, and we have the quality, we have the personnel to score some tries.
And this was right on the hooter. It was a good, he still needed finishing that. He had to wait for it and then fight his way over Saltonstorp.
Yeah, but if you look, Liam Maris, you can tell the Toulouse defense is really high on the pitch with the winger, with his center. So that means that there is a space beyond the line, and obviously the fullback who plays for Toulouse is a winger, Julie. So he explored this very well, Liam Maris.
We've really enjoyed that second half. Kevin, less so for a lot of it, but I think buoyed by the finish to the half from his Halifax Panthers. Kevin Leroy with us on OurLeague this afternoon. We're live from the Shay in Halifax with the half-time scoreline, and we will, of course, be back swiftly for the second half. But the half-time scoreline here on OurLeague: Halifax 10, Toulouse 34.
To get here, but Super League has reached its finale. Oh, he's hit the post. The chasers are on. The ball is decided. It's Wellesby. A surreal season has reached the conclusion.
Going for the corner. Well, that could be a sensational try. They could be in and they are in. Great run from Campbell. Can he get it down?
Anthony, get it! He'll score! On a chance! Still on a chance!
He's done it!
Oh, yes, he can!
Teams at backs at pace and will score! Going for the line, reaches out, ball on the line, spots the gap, they're going for it! The cup winners, the double winners, the Leeds Rhinos!
That is one sensational try! He's went over for a try! He's going to score a try! It's the try!
Burrow, off he goes!
A tremendous try!
It is one of the great Wembley tries!
It is the Challenge Cup final.
And it's going to be Ash Handley!
A kick to the corner. This is a chase, and that's a brilliant take. Superb for Frank Goldthorpe.
And we're off.
It's just popped up in the hole.
And here is an unforgettable moment for this group of Leeds players. Maybe this is a new golden generation.
This is the Chadwick Lawrence way. The Chadwick Lawrence way is you're coming into work, you're doing your work to the best of your ability, you're working with your team and you're having fun.
The Chadwick Lawrence way is to treat each other with respect and as an equal to ensure that we get the best out of the staff and we get the best for our clients.
The Chadwick Lawrence way is to look after our team of people so that they in turn look after our customers, which is why we have the repeat business that we do, because they trust us and because we act with honesty and integrity to them.
It's a real team spirit, the partners are approachable and there's a real focus on innovation and investment.
This friendly and professional approach has enabled us to be one of the most trusted advisors in the local region, thanks to the quality of our service. This is the Chadwick Lawrence way.
Yeah, it's a great day. It was really intense, but it was good to get around the boys again, get around the coaching staff and meeting Sean for the first time in person. We've had a lot of Zooms, but yeah, it was a great session.
No, it was great. It was great to meet some of the lads, new faces as well, I've not met before. So, first in the session, we've obviously done a lot on the Zoom and the Zoom meetings, a lot of video online. So it was actually great to meet everyone today and get some quality work done on the field.
Yeah, really good. It was really good to get together and
it's always nice to put on an England, even if it's just a training shirt. You know, good to get together and obviously meet Sean as the head coach and kind of learn his philosophies and what he wants to do with us. And you know, it's pretty basic session, but really enjoyable. And you know, I feel like I've got a lot out of it, and you know, learnt new things off a new person, which is always good. And Sean as the head coach has had so much success, and you know, just got a little snippet into it today, and it was a really enjoyable session.
Good, a good first get together. It's the first time I've been involved in one, and I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, seeing a different coaches' points of view in a game and stuff like that, and how they go about stuff. Yeah, it's good, and it's something that I'll be looking to take back to my club. Everything we worked on today is something that I need to add to my game if I want to be in there at the end of the year. So yeah, still a lot to learn, and it's enjoyable.
Yeah, massively. The coaches have made it clear what they expect for us individually and as a team from day one. And that was, you know, just transferred straight to the field there, and you know, that was a fantastic session, and it was super sharp, as it always is when you're training at international level, and you know, good signs early on.
Yeah, definitely, and when you're training with the best in Super League as well, you know, it's good, and it ups your levels, and you have to up your levels, but it's good that, like I said, the training with quality, and it's no surprise because the players are top quality as well.
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, you turn up and you just know straight away. You know, you're at England, and everything's high quality. You know, everything gets looked at. No small detail gets missed. Oh, it's you know, it's good. It's eye-opening sometimes. You know, to get a coach to look at the small details that you might miss sometimes. And yeah, this morning, all the small details, you know, got picked up on. So, as a player, it's great because you know it helps you to improve and be a better player, you know, next day.
Yeah, first class. You know, super impressive coaching staff. Obviously, full of ex-internationals as well, which helps, and obviously their experience will help us as we go on to the World Cup as we go through the season. So, you know, high expectation, but high quality. I think we delivered that today.
Actually, in real life, us speaking to each other in real life, yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, it seems a bit like weird that we're actually speaking to each other, which is crazy. But nah, really enjoyable. You know, got a lot out of the day, and it's going to hold us in good stead, I'd say.
Well, welcome back to the show. Perfect timing, actually, because Halifax are out and raring to go for the second half, and my co-commentator Kevin Leroy was just sorting out his personal life. Everything sorted for after the game?
Yeah, everything sorted. Just a little boy in the partner want to know what time I'll be back home.
Bless. You won't have to hang around too much afterwards. Although, if you come back and win this, you might have to lie and say that you need to be with the team for an hour or two after the game to toast what would be an amazing victory if you come back.
Yeah, I think I could get away with that. But she's watching the game as well, so
okay.
I won't be able to lie.
Well, he's doing well. I'm enjoying his company, Kevin Leroy, today. I'd much rather, of course, see him out there playing, but such was the squad selection from his manager, Mr. Grix, who's sitting just a few seats beneath us today, underneath our commentary position. What will he have said? What's he like at half-time? Bearing in mind he can probably hear you now.
I think he wouldn't have been happy with the start of the game, but I think he would have to really positively, especially with the response we give in the last 10 minutes. And probably say we have to start the second half really strong and not conceding any points.
That's Kevin Leroy, French international, formerly of Toulouse Olympique, now with Halifax and enjoying this one with us on OurLeague. The Panthers 10, Toulouse 34. A reminder, for the first 6 minutes or so, Toulouse are a man short with Justin Sangaré, a young man who Kevin Leroy has coached. He's in the sin bin.
Yeah, so that's exactly what you don't want it. The fullback get really quick into the line and get a quick play the ball. Now the momentum has changed, and they finished the last tackle inside our 40, so that's a really good set from Toulouse.
Jonathan Ford with the spiralling high kick. Really good take over on the far side by the man who has 2 tries, Saltonstall, already.
Yeah, so now that's what we need. We need a most complete set. We need to win some yards and kick down their own half and get into this arm wrestle.
And the referee says time off and an injury check. I'm going to be asking you I'm going to be asking you a lot of things. I'm going to be asking you for a player of the match about 10 minutes to go, so have a think about that. But also I'm going to be texting you a lot in the next few weeks to get some French phrases, because I'm going to be doing a French commentary on Toulouse in a few weeks. So I'm picking up on some things you say, like arm wrestle. How would I say that in French?
Le bras de fer.
Le bras de fer. Okay. So the arm war.
Yeah,
right.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Or the arm fire. The fair's fire, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. It's a school day as well. An injury concern, though, as we...
Yeah, it looked like Zach Macomb in the tackle suffered from an injury. It's really tricky sometimes when you get into the tackle, because most of the time you have three bodies tackling you, and you might have some part of your body get stuck in between bodies, and when you get on the floor, sometimes you can really hurt yourself.
So a bit of concern. The clock is off, of course. The referee, Jack Smith, just making sure everything's all right. And well, this is a shame, really, when Halifax are looking to come out and kind of fight fire with fire and play with intensity. A stoppage like this doesn't help, does it?
Yeah, because you just had 15-minute break, and now it's only 1 minute and a half into the 1.5 minutes into the second half. You want to generate some momentum. You want to generate some game speed, exactly to get into this arm wrestle, and when it's like short and start. Obviously, hopefully it's not going to stay on the ground too long, because you just get called again, and it's getting harder to get back into the game.
If you are just joining us, it was a 34-point blitz early from Toulouse before Halifax finished the half with back-to-back tries from their winger James Saltonstall. 2 tries so far for Junior Vaivai, 2 for the hooker Lloyd White. Joe Bretherton, who Kevin was saying is one of the best forwards in this division at the moment, and Andrew Dixon also going over. Still no movement over on the far side, and no risks these days are taken at all, are they, with injuries like this?
Yeah, definitely, because we don't know, he might have a knock on the head, so now we are really take a lot of caution with that. No, a long time ago, Stevie Wall retired for too many concussions, so it can create a lot of damage. Because, for example, Matt Garside last week had a head knock, and during the 2 following days, he really had a bad night and a big headache. So, yeah, you have to look after the player.
Yeah, it's prompted a real sea change, even before Stevie Wall. I mean, Stevie's a very close friend of mine, so I speak to him kind of, well, most days, most weeks, so I know exactly what he's been going through. But he's still really, really struggling with headaches every day, and it's affected his mood. And, he's really prompting a change, or he wants a change in how these things are viewed, and the welfare and the safety of players, and the laws governing concussions, and players perhaps being risked or asked to play when they're not fit and they shouldn't be playing. I know he has very strong views on this because of the personal experience, which has affected and impacted his health so much.
No, definitely, I'm fully behind him, because obviously we are the main stakeholder of the game, so you need to look after the players, and I think it's still some things are put in place, but there's a lot to be done for the player. Definitely the player needs to have a bit more voice and be more protected.
Well, we are back underway, and how about that? Oh, the ball it's stayed in field, and Bretherton picks it up. I thought he was in touch there, but got the ball free.
So now it's about defending our error. It's an obligation. They cannot score, especially we've got a yellow card for us. So we've got more people. So definitely now we need a big set in our own half.
That's Maxime Garcia on the pitch and another replacement. Eloi Policier playing the ball. Brotherton, that unmistakable long hair, driving towards the line. Mathieu Joussom looking to go on his own. Short. Brotherton, poor pass. Picked up on the half volley from Anthony Marion. Wrapped up by Halifax. They'll be desperate to keep the French side at bay here. Policier waits from dummy half. Garcia is missed out and Ford straightens up, running back into traffic. Ford, this is dangerous, floated pass into touch. Too much from Ford, and he yells at himself and grimaces. He knows that was a good chance.
Yeah, that's really good for Halifax. That's exactly what we needed. Contain Toulouse. They asked us a lot of questions, but we managed to get through the set. Now we restart oh no, yeah. So now at least we restart with the ball in possession. Now it's a must complete set and start to build some pressure.
So Halifax weather the storm. They have another 3 minutes or so with an extra man. Can they get themselves up the other end of the pitch and just nudge a few more points off this deficit? 24-0 down. That's only 4 scores. 3 if they could sneak one before Toulouse are back to a full complement of 13 players. Oh no, the ball's come free and it's a knock on and it's a jinx because he's put the ball down as Brandon Moore.
I think that was a really 50-50 call, to be fair, because it looked like there were quite lots of hands on the ball in the tackle. But that's a shame because again we give ammunition to Toulouse right in the middle of the pitch inside our 40.
And that means that next time Halifax get the ball back, it's going to be 13 against 13. So they've missed the chance at the start of this second half to cut the deficit further. And now they're having to defend their line to make sure it doesn't get any bigger. As Joussom attacks the line down this right-hand side, Eloi Policier waits and gets the penalty from Monsieur Smith.
Again, we restart like we started the game, give loads of penalty away, and we can't afford that because now we have spent the beginning of the second half in our own 20, and we can't afford against a team like Toulouse.
Forward to Garbett, just backs in and starts walking backwards with that powerful frame. Policier again, Ford waiting, here he is. And all the way back, such swift ball movement, and they look so dangerous so quickly, and a penalty given away, a bit of obstruction perhaps in the line, and he puts his hand in the air, does Mathieu Joussom, and an error from Toulouse.
That's really good, that's what we needed. Get a penalty, get the balls back, give a bit some air for us, with now an opportunity to play in the Toulouse half.
Yeah, he knew, he just sprinted full pelt into the line, and it was right in line with the referee as well. So he wasn't going to miss it. And Sangaré is waiting on this near side. He's going to be back on in 2 seconds' time. And it'll be 13 on 13. He's saying, come on, by my watch, get me back on. So Halifax do still have the man advantage.
Toulouse are really physical in defense. We know winning a lot of yards, but now that's what we needed. Like Amir, like generate some pace around the ruck.
Amir Burrow's doing something just like that Kevin mentioned. He's ignited things around the play of the ball. This is better from Halifax with Sangaré still waiting to come back on, and here he is sprinting into the line on the last. So it is 13-13. Can Halifax find a way through before the defence gets set? It's an angle kick back across the post, but I don't think anyone anticipated.
Come on, drag him in, drag him in, drag him in.
Goal? Yes, they can.
Yes, outstanding. That's outstanding.
And they forced the drop out. You like that, Kevin?
Yeah, definitely. We need something positive, and yeah, like a good kick on the centre of the field, and keep the Toulouse player inside his goal line. So now we have the possession back, And like I was mentioning, we need to build some pressure, and that's exactly what we need. So now we need to cut the mistake, get to the point, put the big play on, and build some pressure.
So it's as you were at half-time. Halifax 10, Toulouse 34. But the arm wrestle, the Brad affair, at the moment, is being won by the English side.
Yeah, so we struggle to generate some quick play the ball, but at least we get to our point, we get our plays on, and now we're going to go inside the 10. That's where we want to be, because we've seen in the first half we can be really dangerous in this part of the field.
Amir Bouo. Oh, it's just behind Robinson. He straightens up.
That was a good opportunity for Conor Robinson to kick for our winger.
Yeah, I could hear Kevin calling for the kick there. Instead, they might kick it through now. Liam Harris, it's going to bounce and bobble, and they do well this time, Toulouse, to get back into the field of play.
Yeah, really well done from the fullback again off his goal line. So now we need a strong set in D, being physical like Toulouse did to us. Ideally, keep them inside the 40s, would be great.
But this is so much better, isn't it? So much better.
Yeah, definitely. That's a lot more positive. So we started now is 8 minutes and we haven't conceded any points. We are in their own half. That's what we want.
Pelissier to Garbutt to Ford, changing the direction of play.
So that's really good. So we finished the set inside the 35.
What about the kick? Oh, they're going to run it. There's pressure on Marion, and he's going to get caught in
outstanding.
possession. That's
Outstanding.
brilliant. Robinson turns it over. They're going to run all the way through. Can he get there? No,
Exactly.
he's
Come on,
just tapped.
play quick.
Ankle tap
Oh,
and
that's a penalty. Good. Even a 10. That's
It
yes,
is another
yes.
10. You called it, Kevin Leroy.
That's exactly, it couldn't be any better for us. We had a bit of frantic start of the second half, but now we start to move that around, and that's what is good in rugby league, is that you can't predict, and you can create a trouble and put doubt in their own mind. So now the second half, and second yellow card with the fullback out, so we need to exploit that. So now is nearly a must-score set.
Yeah, he's a dangerous man to go off the field as well, lose your fullback. Can they make them pay with points on the board? There's surely going to be numbers on the far side. Can it be a hat-trick for the winger? He won't need him. The centre's going on his own. McComb to the line. What a response from Halifax.
That's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Put a bit of doubt on the Toulouse side. Now they play with no fullback, so John O'Ford will play fullback, so that's mean on the right hand side there will be missing a man. So I think, and now since the beginning of the game, our right side have been the strong side. So I believe there will be more try to come in the next 10 minutes.
It's a brilliant response this from the Panthers. Such a shame they're all being scored in the corners though, so it's so hard for the kicker.
Yeah, but Conor Shaw, he can convert from the side of the pitch. So let's be positive, and let's hope he's going to get this one.
Well, he kicked one from the touchline. Great response, and no sooner had Sangare come back on to make it 13-13. It lasted, what, 90 seconds, and then they lost another one. They lost the fullback. Kick from the touchline with a wrong. Oh, what a kick. I'm sorry for doubting you. That's brilliant. And it's game on at the Shay.
Yeah, no, I think it's perfect. So now we are 18 points down. We've got more people on the pitch. We are 30 against 12. So we couldn't hope for any better. Now we need to build some pressure, put Toulouse back in their own half, ask a lot of questions, and score more points. Now we need to score points.
And all the points for Halifax have come down the same side, the right-hand side. 2 for the winger Saltonstall, 1 for the centre McComb. And they've got another 8 minutes or so with an extra man. 16 unanswered points.
Yeah, if we manage to keep the ball, Toulouse have big bodies with Garbutt, Sangare. They're not really mobile, so if you can keep the ball, keep the possession, and play around the ruck, make them retreat, make them run a lot back to the line, there will be spaces to exploit on the side.
Jonathan Ford has gone back to fullback for Toulouse, with Schumkel in the sin bin.
Nice, so now we need some quick play of the ball.
And it is a swift play of the ball
Nice.
from Buru. And they're working it over on the far side. That's where
That's
they're
really
getting all
good.
their danger. And Sultan stalls off again, and he's quick.
Come on.
He does well to keep the ball in play, and there's numbers.
Again.
And he's still there on the right
Yes.
side. Oh, brilliant from Halifax. And Woodburn Hall runs in another one. And the Panthers are poised to pounce.
That's brilliant play from Halifax. They generated from Wolverton a quick play of the ball. And like I said, like the big boy, they can handle a quick play of the ball. They can get back on side, and like we've seen, there were spaces on the side, and it's well played by Sammy Witt for back row. Put James Otterston on the week with breakthrough, and have been good enough to send the ball back inside for a try.
That was wonderful from Halifax. They just kept the ball alive, and they had options. The winger was there, wanted his hat-trick, and he came inside instead and gave it to the full-back, and Woodburn Hall ran it home.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Here comes Robinson to tag on another two. 22 unanswered Halifax points, and they're only 12 behind. It's game on, and it's a cracker at the Shay.
Yeah, we got 6 minutes left on the yellow card. If we could get another try at least, it will put us in a really good position to have a good hand of the game.
What a game. You feared the worst, didn't you, at 34-0? I certainly did. Did not expect this response from Kevin's side, Halifax. Hope you're enjoying our coverage live on OurLeague from the Rugby Football League in the bright sunshine in the Halifax Hills. And here come Halifax once again. Simon Griggs will be buoyed by what he's seen in the last 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, if you have a look at the Toulouse forward, they can handle speed. They're really slow to get back into the line, so it's explored very well by Halifax. And again, look, they break through in the middle of the pitch.
And promoting the ball as well, and you're right, they're running at the big fella Garbutt. And the... I was going to say the crowd, there's no crowd in here, but it feels like there is, with the board members and the sponsors in here, just cheering their home side on. Oh, it's a last narrow side play on the last. Little grubber kick through, and the makeshift fullback Ford takes it.
Now, this is where you want to finish your set if you don't score. Inside the 10. Now, like a good setting there, we need to keep them in their own 40 to receive the ball on our 30 and get on the front foot.
Great response from Halifax. 2 for Sultan Store, 1 for McCoon, 1 for Woodburn Hall. 4 unanswered tries, 22 unanswered points.
And now, because we got most of the possession, we managed to get a lot of juice off Sangare and Garbutt, who are not really effective in their carries, if I can say. And again, we finish on the 30, the last tackle.
And it's... oh dear.
That's not what we wanted. We had a good momentum, and you don't want to finish the set with something like that.
Well, it was kick pressure on Marion on the last. Let's have another look at this. Oh, he's just got a little bit carried away, hasn't he? And it was a poor kick as well. It was picked up on the fall by Nick Rawsthorne on this near side. And well, moments can change on... the games can change on moments like that.
Yeah, because we just got a yellow card now.
Oh, 10 minutes.
So that's not what you wanted. Now Toulouse, when they're gonna the yellow card, going to come back, they will be 13 against 12, and that's things like that can really break the momentum we had. We had a brilliant momentum where we managed to put Toulouse in a dark spot, and now especially with the kick, so the penalty will be where the ball landed. So now we put Toulouse in a perfect position to create some danger.
And it's Amir Burrow, isn't it? The 22 who you were saying has really transformed the game, and he's off. It was just too much excitement, too much adrenaline, I think.
Yeah, it's only young. That's I would say your mistake you can do, but it's been outstanding since he's been on the pitch.
13th minute of the game, and that feels like a big moment because Halifax have completed a good set. Now it's 12 on 12 and Toulouse right on the line. And these are the tough things about comebacks. Everything has to go your way. Even one thing going back the other way makes it nigh on impossible. And that pendulum is swinging back towards the French side. Policier. Casti towards the line. He's powering over the line. Has he got himself over? I think he scored. And Toulouse do hit back straight off the back of the penalty. And it's Rumi Casti, the all-timer. He's had a great game, and that's a big, big try.
Yeah, he just came back on the pitch. I was going to say now he's coming back. We'll have to have a look at him, and yeah, he hasn't waited to make himself known back onto the pitch and with this try.
It felt like a big moment. Halifax had defended the set well. They turned the ball over. They gave away a needless penalty. Had a man sin Ben down the other end. This the end result. Having chiselled so much of that lead away, it just stretches further because this is right in front of the post. This will be a 6-pointer off the boot of Anthony Marion, and it will be back to an 18-point game.
Yeah, we need to get all the details right. So we had a good momentum, scoring 2 tries back-to-back, but now it just happened one penalty, lack of discipline, and we allowed Toulouse to come back in an hour and a half, but we can't manage them when they come in our pitch, so we need to cut the silly mistake like that and get the possession back.
No mistake from the right boot of Anthony Marion, who's kicked 6 from 7 this afternoon. Still bags of time, loads of time. It's a high-scoring affair. You sensed it might be this one, but well, as you look in the top left of your screen, the 2 yellow timers, that's really been the tale of this second half, really. Toulouse on their second sin bin, but crucially Halifax are a man shy now as well, with Bourreau going off just when he was playing so well.
Good, that's exactly what you want, a bit of aggressivity. I think that's what we missed today. We were not really aggressive in D, and that's really good from Adam Tangata, try to intimidate the other half. So we need more like that. We need people to go with him and go and try to whack some people.
That's what he does, Adam Tangata. He whacks people, as Kevin says. Quick play the ball. Policier scampering, trying to...
The problem is it's on his own to try to create that. We need 1 or 2 coming with him.
Ford with that huge stride.
Come on, pick him up.
Not this time. He goes to ground. It's Ilya Bergal on this near side. Back to Ford. He's going to go high. Winds up the right boot. He makes it dip so much it almost comes off his toe. It's going to skip away and go dead.
We're lucky because you want to catch that in the full to generate some speed. So really lucky the ball bounced outside the field. Come on, we need some people to go with James Hunterstone. Now we get the position back.
Still in the balance. Toulouse, though, have just flexed their muscles for the first time in this second half with that score from Rumi Casti. Robinson.
It is on his own. We're not going to create any danger if you get people one by one. We need to have the shape ready and start asking questions to the defense.
Halifax over halfway.
Ooh, I
with
think
a couple to go. Yeah, there's a head injury, so this is going to be another stoppage. And the Toulouse man,
especially
Casti, indicating the problem.
Especially on Adam Tangata, I thought it's been really positive for us. He brings some aggression and carry the ball really hard. So I hope he's okay and he's going to be able to stay on the pitch because we need him.
Well, just on that first view of that one replay that we had from the wide shot, it looked like he just clashed heads with Rumi Casti. And this doesn't look good, actually.
No, so I'm guessing he might have to go for a concussion protocol, and we'll have 10 minutes to pass the test to be able to get back into the pitch. If he fails to pass the test, he won't be able to come back and have to follow the same protocol of Matt Gasser had to follow, which is a 8 days protocol.
While that's going on, the other stoppage, you may have just caught it there, Joe Bretherton. I think he might be changing his contact lenses, from what I can see, just down on this near left-hand side. I think he's lost a contact lens by the looks of things.
Yeah, it is.
And he's had a replacement contact lens brought on. So that's going on, as well as the assessment on Tangata right on the centre circle. So 2 breakages here. Bretherton looks fine. Never really liked the idea of contact lenses. Having something in my eye always makes me feel a bit funny.
Yeah, especially playing rugby.
Well, yeah, it's the last thing you want to be doing with contact lenses in. Although I instead a few years ago went for the laser eye surgery option, which was, if you're squeamish, it's that's a different thing entirely. It's a very strange experience. Not pleasant.
No, I can imagine.
The worst thing is the smell. You can smell burning when you're having your eyes lasered. It's awful. Anyway, we didn't come to talk about that. We came to talk about what's been a thrilling game of rugby league. 20 minutes, well, 21 minutes on the in-stadium clock is showing just shy of 21 minutes. 20 minutes and 56 seconds is the official clock that we have inside the stadium here. So
apparently Adam Tangata will be okay to go on. Like the physio just put
that's good.
Fans up in the air. So it's good for us because it's been a really dangerous since he came in.
Well, that's great news for Halifax. And as you can see, this stoppage coming with only 6 seconds left on Toulouse's second sin bin, so they'll be back to a full complement, and Halifax will have 6 minutes with a man down. And that incident's been put on report as well. I don't think there was anything in that, was there? It looked accidental to me.
Yeah, just have to, just in case, a bit of prevention that we're talking about before. We need to protect the player, and if we see that has been a contact with the head, that has to be sanctioned.
Yeah. So we're back underway. Robinson, oh, a lovely short pass.
Good option.
Oh, and a great offload as well.
That's why we need to generate some pace around into the game, some pace around the ruck.
It's the last tackle though, so what will Connor Robinson do? Puts a high left footer, it's between winger and fullback, and he gets nowhere near it. It's gone backwards. Can they get a repeat set out of this? The chase is good.
Perfect.
That's a really good finish.
That's really good from Halifax. Okay, high bomb is a winger playing on the fullback today for Toulouse, so in terms of repair, it won't be the same. And there is some good pressure from Great Weatherton and Nick Ronson around, and now is a gun line dropout, so a good opportunity for us to spend some time inside the 20.
Great finish to the set from Halifax, and well timed as well, just as Toulouse got their 13th man back. That's a great restart. It's caused all kinds of problems for Halifax, and look at the chase. It's all the way up to halfway. So Halifax will have to start from here. They'd have been hoping for better, but they have possession, crucially. Trailing by 18. They trailed by 34 points to nil at one point in the first half.
Yeah, we need more people to follow Ed Barber. That's something he's got in his game. He's got this ability to offload the ball. So now we need more people to be aware of that and follow him, because there will be some space to exploit for Halifax.
Here is Ed Barber, the dummy half to Connor Robinson, and up the middle through Dan Murray. Brandon Moore is the dummy half with Robinson on his left shoulder. Instead, he just ducks to the right-hand side. Tangata gives it to Liam Harris. Shouts to the official from this near side of, please get them onside. It wasn't quite that polite. Last tackle kick from Connor Robinson. It's tapped backwards and it's taken brilliantly. Can he get in the corner? He can! Halifax have another. And just like that, the man you called Ed Barber has scored a 4-pointer to get Halifax back in it once again.
Yeah, that was brilliant. I thought we get to the right point. We put the big play. We executed the big play very well, and finish on a kick on across and on the touchline. And yeah, like that was a good take and a good try.
So great response from Halifax, scoring with a man down as they do at the moment for the next 3 minutes. It's another tough touchline kick on the way for Connor Robinson, who's kicked well so far, 3 from 4. He needs a really good kick here. As tough as they come from the left footer on this near side, oh, that looks good, you know. That looks really good. He's kicked an absolute beauty, and we're back to a 12-point game. Halifax 28, Toulouse 40.
Yeah, with 12 from behind, is only 2.5 minutes left on the yellow card, so until we get back in an even number, we need to must complete this set and kick far down Toulouse half and have a good set in and the yellow card should be back, and I think it'll be an excited last 17 minutes of the game.
And there's an incredible amount of noise in this main stand from those allowed in, who I am assuming are match sponsors or board members. Really vocal support for Halifax. Might as well mention them. Chadwick Lawrence, the match ball sponsor today and match sponsor investing for tomorrow. If they have their representation here, they're making a heck of a lot of noise. Here come Halifax, buoyed by that score. They're 12 adrift with loads of time to go, 17 minutes to go. And we've had, well, 68 points shared over 63 minutes. So there's plenty of time to score a few more. The next score absolutely crucial. I think if Toulouse score next, it might just be too big a hill for Halifax to get back up. But if the Panthers can pounce again,
that's a good set. Fourth tackle, we are halfway off the pitch.
Looking to win a penalty as well by running straight at the marker.
Good, so now if you get quick break the ball on the right side.
Kevin Leroy calling the play. They're coming to the left-hand side. Robinson darts through. They're going to run it. It's a poor pass, though.
That's really shame because I thought it was a great set. We did a 60-meter on the kickoff, and surely you don't want to finish like that because now you put Toulouse back out on 40 on the middle of the pitch. That's not what we wanted. That's really frustrating.
I don't mind I think it was a good option. I just think it was a bad pass because they had a man extra, and even if he couldn't get free, if it had taken the pass, he could have kicked through himself, the wingman. I just think it was a bad pass.
Yeah, exactly. If you decide to take the shot, you have to get your skills right because obviously now you might pay a big cost for this mistake.
Yeah, they need to try and force an error now, turn the ball over. They don't want to be defending their own line again, Halifax, which is what they could be doing in 60 seconds or so time. Dancing into the line. Here's the fullback back on the field after his sin binning. Latrell Chmpionship. Ulwa Policier has had a lengthy stint, and Toulouse are going to have a penalty. And they're saying, shall we just go for 2 here? I think they might go for the penalty here, Toulouse.
It will be a good choice because we are only 2 tries behind, and to be fair, that's a sign that we have put some doubt in their mind. They don't feel as confident as they were in the first half.
Well, they're still... yes, they are going to go for 2.
So, yeah, it's a logic choice. They protect themselves, so even if you score 2 tries and it's only 15 minutes to go. So, yeah, that's a safe choice for Toulouse.
So with 15 minutes to go, Toulouse are looking to take some of the sting out of this game by adding on a 2, which makes it a 3-score game, and just allowing the players a rest and the clock to tick on a bit. Halifax have made another change. Elliot Morris is back on, and Kavanagh is back on as well, on appearance number 300.
Yeah, that's a big achievement for Ben Kavanagh, 300 game for his career. So hopefully we can get back to the contest and having a good present for him.
Marion makes no mistake. He's kicked 7 out of 8 this afternoon, and that's a big score because it's now a 3-score game. 14 points, Halifax 28, Toulouse 42. Still plenty of time. Just under 14 minutes on the stadium clock, which has just been called off by the match official Jack Smith, with Halifax taking their time, and then the restart from Liam Harris. Oh, he's gone for a short one. It's just made the distance. I think it's been knocked on, though. There were 2 knock-ons. I saw first knock-on from Halifax.
That was the right thing to do. It's only 30 minutes to play. We have to score 3 times. So that was the right option. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get the possession back.
Well, the kick was good, the kick execution was good, and the man was there, but he got his bearings a bit wrong and wasn't able to tap it backwards. It went forward, so instead Toulouse have the ball and a chance, they will think, to close this game out.
Yeah, so now we need a good response. We decided to go for the short kick-off. That was a risk, but now we need a good response back in the...
Jean-Michel at dummy half. Policier is the first receiver with Garbutt on his shoulder. He goes behind him and Bretherton bounces into a couple of Halifax tackles and another penalty given away.
That's why you don't want that really lack of discipline. The balls was already gone and the player went for it behind the back. Again, as a player welfare, that is under the watch. This kind of thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is another yellow card, unfortunately.
Well,
okay, that's my opinion. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Brandon, come here, please.
we can hear the referee. He said Brandon Moore, that was unnecessary. So let's now see what the decision is. It's no more than a ticking off and a penalty. But all it means is more pressure. And well, they're going to add another 2. It won't make much difference in terms of what they've got to score, but it will take a few more crucial seconds off the clock.
Yeah, definitely. I think now it's about game management. They don't. It's not the one who run after the score, so they just have to score the point when they can and manage the end of the game very well.
Last time as well. Yeah. Kick off as well. Yeah.
So a very frustrating mini spell of poor discipline from the home side just when they got themselves back to within a couple of scores. Back-to-back kickable penalties. Still some distance away, but he's right in front of the post, Marion. Won't make any mistake normally and doesn't. Straight between the posts. And the lead moves up by another 2 to 16 with 11 minutes to go. Now, will they go short again? Surely they will. It's exactly the same kick-off. And it's a better outcome. It's been knocked on, has it, by Ford? Oh, he's given a knock-on against Halifax.
That's a really tough goal, to
I'm
be
not
fair.
sure he's got that one right.
Yeah, I think when he fall on the floor, Jonathan Ford, he lost the ball, yeah.
Oh, that's a poor call.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a really tough call.
I don't want to be the commentator who criticises officials. It's a very easy job sitting up here doing that, but that looked like he got it wrong.
Yeah, I think that was the touchline referee was in the best position to have a look what's happened.
And that's a big moment. Halifax needed that ball back. It may not make much difference ultimately, but they needed that to go their way. Forward into the line.
It is like Halifax generates some slow play the ball, which allow us to be all set in D.
Here's Garbutt.
Good.
It's a very slow play the ball.
Yes.
Very, very slow play
Good.
the ball.
He really tried to play with the rule and try to play the ball and with the Halifax player on the floor, but that's a good penalty. We earned this penalty, to be fair, because we really slow Toulouse down, and now.
Oh, he's gone for distance. Has he made touch? Just it bounced in the field of play.
Yeah, outstanding kick. Sorry. So now that's what we need. We need to score on this set, and we're back into the game.
Well, strap yourselves in. Could yet be an exciting finish. Ben Kavanagh back on. As is Amir Burrow. You can see he's completed his sin bin, wearing 22. Great chances. They have to score now, though. Robinson to Harris, and the floated pass to the winger he had to reach for. He never looked comfortable, did he? Never looked comfortable.
That's a shame, because that was, again, Liam Harris' supervision. He saw like James Southerstone was on his own on the wing, and just a little detail, the little pass badly executed. Otherwise, I think it would have been a try for Halifax.
Yeah, he looked to have got beyond Ben Laguerre, but just could not take the pass. But as it was floating over, I just felt, I don't think he feels confident in taking this ball. And he didn't, and Toulouse have the ball back. That was a great opportunity for Halifax. They attempted one-on-one ball steal there. Didn't come off this time for Ed Barber.
Yeah, good job from Elliot Morris around the rack.
Ford. Into the line goes Ben Laguerre. Ford again. Oh, that's a
good
shot.
tackle. That's a really good tackle. That's what we needed today. And we have lacking some big shots in the really work the other half.
It's the last tackle. It's been a quick set. Andrew Dixon tackled Ford, looking to get himself free. He's going to have to offload. That's good play. Oh, that's brilliant from Toulouse, who are in trouble and now could go the length. Dixon putting the kick in. How is it deflected? I don't think it was played at. Should still be the last. It is, but look where they are. Casty's having a little dance and eventually he runs out of steam and just goes to ground. And Halifax will get the ball back.
Yeah, that was well different from Halifax because we know Toulouse, they're really good at keeping the ball alive, quite unpredictable, and now we get the possession back.
Tempers just flaring a little bit again. He's had quite a busy match, hasn't he, Jack Smith? 3 yellow cards, a couple of incidents on report, a few lectures, and a lot of points to keep track of. If Halifax are going to come back from this, they need to score now. Great drive from Bureau with Robinson. Waiting, here he is. Quick pass from Brandon Moore. So can Bureau set something up from here? Another messy play of the ball with Toulouse bodies flying everywhere. Oh, that's a great offload.
Such a shame. That was a great offload from Elliot Morris.
Could not take it. Elliot Morris looking for his bleach blonde-haired mate on the inside. Connor Robinson on the outside, I beg your pardon, but he couldn't take the pass. Castille. Lloyd White to Ford. Vai on a hat-trick, as is Lloyd White. Ford is the dummy half this time. White's on his shoulder. He's going to just run on his own. The wily old timer, just to eat up a bit more. And that's Maxime Pouek with the next drive. White waits. Ford again, the danger man. Miss out pass to Vai. Last tackle Toulouse, but in just the area of the pitch they wanted in. So a clever kick from Ford will be the play here, but he's been trapped. Well, they won't mind turning it over there. I'm sure he would have preferred to have got a kick in, but he won't mind that.
Yeah, it's positive now. It's twice they came in our half and they didn't manage to score. So now we get the position back. 6 minutes to go. We need to score some point to narrow the scoreline.
So stadium clock reads 5 minutes 50. So it's going to have to be, well, back-to-back score for Halifax. The game is probably up now, but it's been a really good response from them, having gone 34-0 down, as they did in the first half. Inside half an hour, in fact, in the first half.
Yeah, we started the game very poor, but...
oh, that's a great take from Barber.
Really good.
Over his shoulders. Can he get the ball away? Inside he does, to Morris. Can he keep the ball alive? No, he takes the tackle and he's lost it. No, it's a penalty.
Nice. Come on, try to play quick.
Well, Remy Castille, the man penalised, he had been warned in the previous set. Time is called off. 5 minutes, 10 seconds exactly to go. It's Bretherton limping in backfield.
Yeah, I don't know why we're not allowed to play quick.
Well, that's what your teammates are just asking, Jack Smith, and the referee's saying because there's a stoppage in play.
Oh, right, okay.
That's exactly what he's just said to one of your mates. It's like you're playing.
Yeah.
It's like that's exactly what you're saying if you were out there speaking to the referee. I could hear what he was saying on the ref mic. Amir Bureau, can Halifax score one more? just to give themselves a bit of hope.
Yeah, we are in a great position for that now. We need to score some points.
Robinson on the right shoulder. Back to Harris, delayed pass. And the winger's going to get a hat-trick here, and there is still hope. Saltonstall with a hat-trick try, and Halifax get another.
Yeah, I think our right side have been really dangerous during this game. And again, a lovely ball from Woodburn and a hat-trick for James Sotterstone.
Four minutes, just a shade over 4 minutes to go. Bags of points. So entertaining, I've forgotten to ask for your player of the match, which I'll do after this kick, actually. So, Kevin Leroy will select his Betfred player of the match, his OurLeague player of the match in just a sec. Let's just watch this kick. Can Halifax get it back to within 10? It's a sweet strike again. He's kicked brilliantly, has Connor Robinson. So 34-44. The clock is taken off on 3 minutes 44 to go. So who knows, a quick score. Anyway, your player of the match, your OurLeague player of the match, Kevin, today.
So for me, without a doubt, it will be Remy Castilla. I think he's been outstanding today in the middle. Really put Toulouse team in the front foot. Halifax didn't manage to handle him, created lots of damage, generate few offloads, and lots of quick play of the ball. So yeah, he's my man of the match for today.
Remy Castilla, the prop forward, playing at 13 today. The number 8 for Toulouse Olympique is Kevin Leroy's OurLeague player of the match. What a game. 34-44. 3 minutes 44 seconds on the official in-stadium clock. We're a little bit out on our graphics, of course. I've explained the reasons why in these COVID times. The ball's gone to ground.
Let's be optimistic. If we score on these sets, why not? We'll have 2 minutes, but we need to score on this set.
Yeah, penalty would be nice, or a break, or an offload, or anything. Quick into the tackle are Toulouse, though. They know that really one more good defensive set would see the game out. Halifax have got 2 to go here. They're looking to give the ball some room down this near side and try and create something. It's going to be the last tackle, though, just over halfway. I beg your pardon, they've got one more after this. So 2 to go. Robinson might kick early, though. He's having a little look. And they're going on his own! Here he goes, Connor Robinson.
He's on his own. Come on, kick.
He's throwing over to the far side. He finds the support. He steps in. And it's offloaded backwards. Is it still play on? It is. Oh, and it's back to 0, but it's Toulouse who have possession, and the chance goes begging, and that was the moment.
That's such a shame, because it brilliantly break the line and it just missing some support. I think nobody expected he would break the line, but we missed the shot, because I believe if we score there,
could win this game.
Yeah, we could have put lots of doubt into Toulouse's head.
Oh, that's a real shame. He stepped through. It's a brilliant break, and still the peace of mind to find the pass. The only man anywhere near him was the winger, and still he found him, but he just couldn't get over the line. 2 minutes to go. You sense that's probably it now. Oh, what a knock on. They'll get the ball back quickly. 2 minutes left. They're probably going to have 2 goes at this. There's the player of the match, Remy Castilla. They need to score with this set, get the ball back and score again. Not impossible, but highly unlikely. Amir Burrow to Robinson, and now the winger, can he get himself free? Almost, not quite, Nick Rawsthorne.
That's a really smart from Ed Barber on the short side.
Robinson, who's had a great game, he couldn't have been far off in the player of the match voting. That's a poor pass. It's gone to ground from Elliot Morris. Bit of the fizz has gone out of this break.
2-1.
Makuma scored a try himself. 4 tries from that right-hand edge. Harris. Kavanagh. They're set up nicely in front. Burrow to Harris again. Here's the danger man, Robinson. Floats a pass. He's going to have to go on his own for the line. He's running out of room, and then a knock on. off the fullback Woodburn Hall, and that will be Toulouse's win. Well, it's been a gripping contest. It's been a thrilling OurLeague match, this. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sure Halifax fans, you won't enjoy this result, but credit your side, how having gone 34-0 down in half an hour, have produced an absolute cracker from the Betfred Championship this afternoon. Last 20 seconds, be up the jumper stuff from Toulouse Olympique, who are going to maintain their 100% record. 3 from 3, albeit one of those the walkover from London, failing to fulfil the fixture in the south of France. But 2 wins on the field over York, and today Halifax and Policier looking to finish with a flourish. This is the final play. In fact, they won't even get there because Jack Smith, our official this afternoon, says, "I'm done, boys." And the fist pumps all round and the handshakes. And it's been a brilliant contest at the Shay. And ultimately Toulouse have hung on, but they had to hang on. A really fierce fight back from the Halifax Panthers, who trailed by 34 and ended up losing by 10. 34 points of their own to lose it 34-44. What a game, Kevin Leroy, and a big response after falling so far behind.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, it's a really frustrating result because we can be just annoyed with ourselves. We conceded too many penalties, and against a team like Toulouse, we can't afford that. And we have shown there's some positive to take on, but we have shown we can. When we are disciplined and put our play right, we can really put some doubt in a big team like Toulouse. So I think there's a lot of positive to come, but we have to sort our silly mistakes.
Well, these are some of the key moments of the second half fight back from Halifax. The dropout they forced, a couple of breaks, and then the Panthers got some points on the ball. Lovely floated past that. And that was Liam McComb, Zach McComb, I beg your pardon. Zach McComb going over on the far side. And they got a lot of joy down that right edge against Toulouse. Halifax. McComb scored a try, a hat-trick from James Saltonstall. And this was a good score. Just supporting the play. They got the winger free, and it was the fullback actually in support, James Woodburn Hall, to take the pass and go over, and that was back-to-back tries after half-time for the home side. And they scored back-to-back tries just before half-time, so 4 unanswered tries. They were back to within 12 at this point at 22-34. And you sense there might be a real comeback at this point.
Yeah, definitely. I thought the key was to start the second half on a positive note, really strong, and we did. We put Toulouse in a really dark place, and they couldn't handle us. But unfortunately, after we conceded a yellow try and allowed them to come back in the game, and with the Remy Casti try, and I think that has been the game changer in my opinion, because if you don't concede this try and this yellow card, you are in the game, and I will imagine you could have pretended to win this game.
Yeah, it felt like the key moment of the match, and so it proved. The sin binning from Amir Bourreau, and then from the resulting penalty, the player of the match, Remy Casti, bulldozing his way over. But credit Halifax, who kept going and got more joy at the tap back, and it was Ed Barber finding the speed into the corner off the Kai kick from Robinson, who had a really good game, I thought, today. Tap backwards, and Barber just said, "I'm going to have to go on my own here." And that's what he did. Tapping the ball. This was the one that didn't quite come off, wasn't it? The floated vision pass.
Yeah, that was a shame. Like if James Saltonstall managed to catch the ball, it was the try for him.
Well, Saltonstall did complete his hat-trick. Oh, that was the penalty given away by Remy Casti. And then they loaded up down that right edge where they got all their joy from, and this was the hat-trick try, I think, from from the winger, James Saltonstall. So a successful personal afternoon for that. I'm sure he would trade it for a victory for his side. But they kept themselves in the game and they kept going right to the end. They had to score back-to-back tries and they did have opportunities, didn't they? Was this the break? Yes, it was. This was the moment when Robinson stepped free. If he had a man on his left or a man on his right shoulder anywhere, it would have set us up for a grandstand finish, wouldn't it? Because that would have been 4 points with probably, what, 60 seconds to go? Maybe a bit more, maybe 90?
Yeah, I think he surprised everyone when he broke the line. Nobody expected it. It's a shame because, yeah, if he scored this try, I think he will have a really tense last 60 seconds. But let's be honest, we conceded too many errors in the first half to pretend to win this game. So loads of positive to take on, but it will come like sorted out our own mistakes first.
That's the tail of the tape then. The full time scoreboard: Halifax Panthers 34, Toulouse Olympique 44. Kevin Leroy, I've really enjoyed your coverage this afternoon. Your first taste of OurLeague Rugby League, how was it for you?
Very good. I was really nervous when I found out I could do that, but I enjoyed doing it. Thanks for having me anyway.
I've really enjoyed it with you, not only because I need to improve my French over the next few weeks, so it's been great sharing the experience with you. Listen, I hope you're back in this side very soon, but if you're not, you're always welcome here. So the best of luck, and thanks for being with us today, Kevin. Kevin Leroy joining us in OurLeague. That is as far as we go. I hope you've enjoyed what's been a brilliant match from the Betfred Championship. It is another defeat, back-to-back defeats for the Halifax Panthers, but that won't hurt as much as last week, I'm sure, because they responded so well to falling so far adrift and showed some real fight this afternoon in the sun-drenched Shay to give it a real go against one of the best teams in the division. Full-time here, Halifax 34, Toulouse 44, from Kevin and from me, George Riley. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.